Hello friends, welcome back one more time on my YouTube channel Dr.Nilesh Advice. Now there are a lot of varieties of the toys available in the market. Most of the toys are easily accessible to the children. They are very attractive and the children are also curious to play with the toys. So some of the toys contains the magnets, and how to tackle if child accidentally swallow that magnet, how much harmful it is to swallow the magnet, what immediately action you can take if the child swallow the magnet, and what are the guidelines for to buy the toys for the babies. We will discuss all those things today in this video. Friends, as the commercializations of the baby products are there, toys are also not left behind. Rather, toys are the first and the foremost to be get commercialized, and it has started increasing production day by day, and toys are becoming more and more attractive, more interactive, and accessibility to the toys is also more. Parents goes to the mall or the shopping cart and they buy a lot of toys for the babies. There were the days when the children used to play just with the pen, pencils or the kitchen utensils, and those are the toys for them. But now there are different varieties of the toys. As the availability and the accessibility is also increasing, the benefit of the playing with the toys is also increasing. Simultaneously, risk of the toys are also increasing. If you are knowing, then there were certain toys in the past which were containing the too much lead, and which has caused the anemia, low hemoglobin in the children after this after the licking those lead containing toys by the children. Now there are certain toys available in the market which contains the magnets. Rather, it is getting marketed to form as some objects from the magnets, like the tower or the car or some designs by the magnet, and the companies are claiming that that is improving the skills, children's brain skills, to form the different varieties and the objects from those magnets. But in the smaller age group, the children are very curious, and they put the magnet in the mouth and they will swallow it. Now magnets are bit dangerous objects. Most of the toys which are available are like the small bead, like the small balls, and those magnets, if child has swallowed one magnet, only one piece of that ball, then maybe it will not cause that much harm, because that magnet which is swollen slowly, it will go down and it will come out into the stool. But while if you have noticed that child is swallowing that object, so your immediate action should not be like the very panicky. Don't try the child to vomit that object. So many times the parents, as soon as they find the child has ingested something, they try to make child vomit. They put the finger in the baby's mouth and let him vomit. No, don't do it. Many times it will cause a lot of problem, because the objects, vomiters, can go into the airway and it will choke the respiration, it will stop the respiration, it will create an emergency. So never try the child to vomit those objects. Okay. If you find that child is choking, then yes, there is certain maneuver are there, like the known as Heimlich maneuver. You can search on the Google what is the Heimlich maneuver that you can do, because it cannot be explainable without the mannequin or without a baby or something like the some objective things. I cannot explain in the video. So if the child is choking, then that you have to do that choking maneuvers to relieve the object. Now one magnet went inside the abdomen, it is going to get out into the stool. Now the problem arises is when there is two or more magnet is ingested. So you consider that your intestine is like the pipe, like the structure, and this pipe is also like the curvy. There are a lot of curves. So if there are two magnets, so there is a one line of the intestine, there is another line of intestine. So one side of the one curve, one magnet is there, other side of the other curve there is a one magnet. Those both magnet can come together. Both the magnets can come together and they will block that area of the intestine. So that will cause the obstruction, because the food or the digestive juice which the body is preparing is not able to go down. So that will develop the intestinal obstruction. Child will start having the severe abdominal pain, vomiting, specifically green color, bilious color vomiting, bile color vomiting, and the abdomen will get distended, bigger distension of the abdomen. So those are the symptoms which tells that now the food is not passing through, it is not going through. That is the intestinal obstruction. This is emergency. If the child has swallowed 2 or more magnets, it is emergency. Immediately you have to go to the hospital. Don't try to make the child vomit. Don't give anything from the mouth, not even a water. Go to the emergency ward. The doctor will check the child and will advise to get the X-ray to see that how is the position of the magnets. If there are 2 or more magnets, definite indication of the surgery to remove that magnet, because if they will block the intestine, then it is a major surgeries. So keep in the mind that whenever 2 or more objects child has ingested, like the magnets, it is a real emergency. You have to rush to the hospital, no need to stay at home. Now whenever parents buying the toys, so you have to be very careful in choosing the toys. Not all the toys are safe for every age group. So whenever you go to the market or shop to buy the toys, first of all you have to check the age group. There is always an age group written on the toys, that till what age it is safe. Now when we are talking about these magnetic balls, obviously 3 years to 4 years of the age onwards only you can use, but even in that age also the children has the risk of ingesting or swallowing those magnetic balls. So magnetic balls are strongly not recommended to buy as a toy. I think some of the authorities also has already asked to ban those magnetic bead type of the toys because of the risk of this like the intestinal obstruction, and many children underwent the surgeries because of the this kind of the toys which children has swallowed. So don't buy those type of the risky toys. There are so many things available in the market. Another point which you will keep in your mind while buying the toys is the toy size should be larger than the baby's mouth. So I have seen many times the parents of the 6 month of age or the 6 month of age, they give coins to play to the child. Now the coins are the small, like if you have the 50 paisa coin or the 1 rupee coin are very small. Child can easily put into the mouth and it can be get swollen, and if it is stuck into the airway, it's emergency. It's a really emergency, and it can cause a lot of issues to the child. So whenever you buy the toys, the toy size should be bigger than the baby's mouth. That is one of the most important thing you have to remember while you are buying the toys. Second thing, the colors. Like the see that if it is not like the lot of painting over the colors, like the lead over the toys. Now most of the toys doesn't have the lead, so that question is bit less. And another thing, when you are buying the toys, find the toys which are a bit more interactive, so that child will use their brain how to play. Specifically board games are very useful for the growth of the brain of the children, because child will think of the different strategies and then he play with that board games. Those are the easier thing and relatively cheaper to buy. Now there are a lot of toys which are of the more of the characters, like the Captain America and Iron Man and Batman, and obviously the superheroes are the most liked by the children, and they always following those superheroes, and they become their role model. So whenever you are buying a lot of things related to the superheroes, be careful and be watchful for their intention, how they play with them, and whether they mimicking those superheroes actions at home, whether they are doing any dangerous behavior like the jumping from the stairs and all those things which they see on the superhero movies. So those are the things very important to watch when you are buying the toys for the children. So I will not take much time. So this is the short video about when the child ingest or the swallow the magnet, what is to be done. It's very important. 2 or more magnet, don't wait at home, immediately go to the hospital, let the doctor do his job. One magnet, yes, we have a lot of time, but 2 or more magnet, there are no time. I hope this video must be useful to you, and if the information is liked by you, then this will reach to the many people. So do some interaction on my video, you can put a message, and if you are first time on my YouTube channel, then subscribe as well. Thank you very much.